First and 10. On the ground, here's the rookie from Southern Cal. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
To the air now on first and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll look to throw here on first down. Whoa! A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Giants.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll look to throw. He runs with it.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. He's got his tight end, that's Johnson. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, New York. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll take this to about the 28. Deontay Banks comes up to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The motion man here is McLaurin. They'll go. Here's Daniels. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love it. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
So initially, I think the defense did a really nice job, Mike. They took away the quarterback's first couple reads, but he knows exactly where that check down is. He finds him. It's the running back in the flat. He ends up doing the rest. Picks up a nice gain before stepping out of bounds.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Giants. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Back to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Motion man is Hyatt. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Looking for room out on the edge. He's not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. Groupie's kick is good. And the Giants will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Come on. Panther 11.
Here's a toss, right side. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
3rd and long. The motion man here is McLaurin. 3rd and long, and here's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jerry Jones. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He has Hyatt complete. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. He'll get this out to the left flat. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the 1st half clock. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third down, they'll throw from the... Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
That is caught. What a throw. Josh Oliver. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. So ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Watkins motioning over. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Hill drops to throw. Back into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Giants. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Kick the Eagles. Mustang 19.
Throwing now, Daniels. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So in this last possession, Mike, they take the ball away, and they do it from playing cover 3 defense. So what that means is there's 3 deep players. There's 2 corners and a safety. They divide the field into thirds, and everybody else underneath is just looking at the quarterback. Straight zone coverage, played perfectly, leads to a big takeaway.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Watkins. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. turn and hand this one off. He is in. Touchdown, Giants. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Groupie now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants tack on one more to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Daniels. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Kayvon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
19 light.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a give up the middle. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Oh, yeah. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this will be incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing again. Daniels. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, they've got to find a way to connect.
And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the 1st down. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Now a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
To the air again is Daniels. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And the Giants will take over at their own 14-yard line. We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Now they'll set up to throw. He has Hyatt complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the play off on third and short. So, instead of third and short, it's now third and 6. Following the penalty, they'll run it. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives them a first down.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
And they'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. First and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, go! Cut 19, cut 19!
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. To throw is Daniels on first and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.